I know it's gonna be messy. Ben,
Hi, Judge. Can you hear me?
I'm having the same problem I was. The audio is no good. Ben, can you speak?
Yes. Hey, Judge. Can
Oh,
you hear
now
me?
you're good. Mr.
Okay.
Powers, can you unmute? You're muted.
Okay.
Mr. Powers, speak.
Yes, sir. I
Okay,
can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, so we have a recurring problem that sometimes the audio goes out, so I'm sorry. And any word?
Judge, the number that he provided, the phone number, it's not a working number. I've already tried it various times. I think he like one of the instead of putting 915, he put 951, and I've tried both the area codes, and it's not going through. And then I emailed him, and nothing's come through. I haven't had a response.
The phone number is correct
The
on
audio-
his invoice at 951. It is a
my audio is no good. Let me see if I can. 1 second. Let me see what I can do.
I'm just kidding. This is another one.
Please.
Judge, if you can hear me, I'm trying him again. Okay.
Yeah, the audio is not working.
You might have to log on your phone, Judge.
Let me see if I can.
Please leave your message for.
Mr. Cimental, this is Ben Garza with JP1 in El Paso. We have the hearing is ongoing for today. It was scheduled for 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Please log on to the Zoom meeting immediately. The judge is waiting for you. My name is Ben Garza, and my number here is 915-534-3917. Thank you. Judge, can you hear me?
I can now, yes.
Judge, so I did get the phone number to ring. I guess that phone number is correct. I just thought it was a local number, and I left a message for him to log on immediately.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully he will log on. Mr. Powers,
Okay.
raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me what this is about, please?
I contracted with Mr. Cimental through Unique Customs to put a roof coating on my building here in El Paso. And I paid him $10,500 over 2 checks for materials. And I have received no materials and I have had nothing done. So nothing has happened.
Have they given any reason why you haven't received materials, or?
He was not satisfied with the general contractor's payment to him. And he said it was my responsibility to collect from the general contractor to pay him before he was going to bring me the materials. And I have received a full and complete affidavit of release from the contractor that he paid all of his subs.
Okay, so I'm not understanding it. You have a general contractor for work on your building.
Correct.
He had a sub, which is this Unique Customs.
Uh-huh.
And the contractor was going to pay him for the work, but you were going to pay for the materials?
Actually, no, this was a separate contract directly with Unique Customs. Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
This was a contract directly with Mr. Cimental and Unique Customs that I made with him. And I had used Lou for years. He's done work for me for years on my own house, other businesses. But he did not get along with my general contractor who built this building.
Okay,
And so, of course, I pay the general contractor. Typically, I pay the general contractor for the work and the general pays the subs. And in this particular case, I was contracting with him directly to do this after the building was done. General contractor paid off everything.
so what was the relationship between the general contractor and Unique Customs?
I brought Lou in. I recommended Mr. Simmental to come in and do some of my interior work for the general contractor. The interior contractor the interior sub man that he had originally used went back to Mexico and didn't show up
Okay,
or
wait,
whatever.
no, that's not my confusion. Okay, this is for roof work, correct, Mr.?
Yes,
He's
yes,
gonna do
yes.
roof on the work.
Yes,
Okay.
after the building was completed by the general contractor, he's paid off and gone. And then
Okay.
I contracted with Lou, Mr. Simmental through Unique Customs to come in later and put a coating on my roof.
Okay.
Brand new building.
Separately and apart, it had nothing to do with the general contractor.
That is absolutely correct.
Okay,
Yes,
so again, I don't understand what difference does it make if Mr. Simmental doesn't get along with the general contractor? The general contractor doesn't have anything to do with it.
I'm with you. I agree with you totally. It has nothing to do with it. And I tried over and over for months to tell him. And I talked to Mr. Hamilton, who was the general contractor. He says that he had paid him off, but if there was any discrepancy or whatever, he would talk to him. It's been
Paid him off for other work, not roof work.
for the interior work that he did here. Yes.
Something separate and apart.
Exactly. Yes. And the only reason I wanted him to do my roof work is because he's done it on my own house, other buildings I've had. I've known him for years.
So your contract with Mr. Simmental was for more than 10,500 because there's.
Yes. It was $25,500
Okay.
total.
So after materials, you owed him another 15,000.
Once he did the work.
Right.
Yes, sir.
He
Correct.
hadn't done any of the work
That's correct.
or provided any materials.
That's correct.
Okay. So what you're asking for, and I saw it earlier, you're asking for, okay, the legal fees. What are the legal fees?
That should be one of my attachments back there in the back that you have. I got an invoice from my lawyer for $1,275 for legal fees for demand letters that he'd put out, phone calls and so forth that I had dealt with him on. And then I think I have $120 worth of court costs. So $11,895 was the number that I had come up with. I believe that's correct. But the legal fees was from my lawyer, and I did put that in the attachment that you should have a copy of toward the back. It's 2 demand letters and multiple phone calls. That looks like it.
All these charges are for just Simmental from, you have July 27th, you have a line written, and then July 27th down.
The reason I drew the line there is because the charges prior to that are other business. So I didn't want to charge him for everything for the entire amount of the invoice. So what I did was from that date forward, July 27 down is all dealing with this particular lawsuit.
Okay. 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 I'll grant the judgment. The court cost, I won't put the court cost, I won't put the amount of the court cost because the court cost can change, but I will award court costs. But it's just a statement plus court cost. You don't put an amount just because it could increase because you
Okay.
put collection issues later. I don't know. Now I'll tell you one other thing is that Mr. Simmental did not show or did not appear on Zoom. With this new way of operating, there's multiple reasons why it's people say they have difficulty getting on, they're not able to get on, or they didn't receive the Zoom information. If he comes up with a valid reason, there may be a new trial, just because the fact that he was wrongfully, didn't have the ability to get on.
I understand.
Okay, so I'm going to grant judgment now for the amount of the 10,500 plus 1275. Be 11,775.
Fair enough, sir. Thank you.
We have your email, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
Judge,
sir.
we do have it. We have it.
Okay, we will get this to you. And Ben, we haven't heard anything from Simmental, nothing?
No, Judge, we haven't heard anything from him.
Okay. Okay, thank you all.
So what happens now?
Well, I'm going to issue a judgment, but there was some contact with him. I don't know what his reason for not appearing is. If it's a valid reason, then you'd get notice of a rehearing.
Okay, and if not,
Not, if we don't hear anything from him and 21 days passes, that's the time for appeal, then you got a final judgment.
okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you,
you all.
Mr. Pollard.
That's it.
But you never logged on. And I left them a message and then I called them like 4 more times just in case.
Wow, look at that.
And then
It's different.
whoa. your computer's doing all sorts of things.
I'm just changing this around because it's going to be a post default. So I'm going
Okay.
to change.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I don't know what the deal is there, but I just wanted to warn them,
Just on the interest rate, it's 5%. And it comes out at 5.25.
it's 5% now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I was looking up what that design is, and it looks pretty cool. It's on a training facility for like I guess kids to go for baseball and softball.
Uh-huh.
So it's really nice.
Yeah, it's just imagine they're having a hard time opening right in the middle of this pandemic.
I know,
you
right? Okay, I don't know who this Bill Powers is. I don't know if he's he was a baseball player in softball.
I know his son. His son was a baseball player. He's a baseball coach.
Oh, okay. So they're
And,
baseball families. There's not
yeah.
mention that he's been involved with it.
And he goes around. He was a coach at college. I don't remember where, but he was a coach at college.
The son or
The son.
Oh, okay.
And he might have been a player too. I don't know, but I know he was recently. He was a coach here in El Paso, and then he was also a scout for a pro team.
Oh, okay.
So
So he's got connections.
yeah,
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Let's take our next facility.
Okay, so that's all. Mm. Yes.
And so that, Mr. Got called right now, that the open unique,
Okay.
since I already told him that there's already a judgment. I already emailed it to both of them, and he was, I totally apologize, sir. I was looking for that email that you sent me, I couldn't find it, and my attorney told me that I better find it. And I said, but I tried calling you 4 times today. And I left a message and I even emailed you. I mean, the judge gave me a chance to appear. He's like, I wanted to appear because he actually owed me 6,000, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, right? So I just told him, I just said, he's like, what are my next steps? And I said, just contact your attorney, let him know, see what he guides you in. I just told him, do have a 31 days to appeal if you want.
Right. Okay.
Or if they want to do a motion for a new trial, I mean,
Right.
they do it quickly. But
Right.
okay, but yeah, just to let you know, he did call, but he gave me every excuse that his phone was charging in his car.
I don't know. I'm
And emails don't go away.
right. Right.
He actually acknowledged that he got it.